Hi everyone, my name is Geenie Celento. I'm here at Yoga Download filming a free flow for you today. Today we're going to focus on transitions. And we're going to bring this into the body by moving from dolphin to chaturanga. And it's really important as we move through our mat to focus on transitions. And the reason is yoga gives us this gift of practicing on and off the mat. And much what we take on this mat, we begin to take off of it. So as we move through life, we forget how strong we are. As much as things move out and around us in this periphery, we forget the inner strength that lies within. And as we move through the transition, I really want you to focus on keeping the chin lifted. The chin off the chest is imperative as we move through true chaturangas, chair pose, or anything that begins to get stuck or a little harder. And this is because somatically, by tucking the chin, we actually believe that we aren't strong enough. By lifting the chin, we open the heart, open the throat, and actually step into a lot more strength and move through these transitions with courage that lies within. So let's embody it, shall we? First off, we're going to begin by coming into a variation of fire log pose. I'll have you place the right leg down and then just draw the left leg slightly in front. If fire log is accessible for you, you'll just stack the shins on top of one another, flexing the top foot towards that knee. Otherwise, left foot is in front of the right. And just lift the chest and focus on drawing that left hip down. From there, walk the torso down and just soften. Come into the breath, create the prana relationship. That which you breathe also breathes you. Allow this pose to gently open and reveal the space in the hips. And then as you inhale, gently rise. You're going to bring the left hand behind, right hand to left knee, and just find a mild twist. Gaze goes over that back shoulder, the left shoulder, to deepen the twist. Exhale to unwind, and we'll switch it out. Fire log, opposite side. Draw the left foot in. Right leg comes slightly in front. And again, if true classic fire log is available in your hips, just stack one shin on top of the next. Deep inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders down. And then keep this lift. So we're creating this action of lifting the chest, lifting the chin, and then drawing the ears slightly back. You're going to feel the collarbones widen and the shoulder blades slightly descend down the back. These are the actions and the integrity that you want to maintain through all of our transitions and all of the postures. So I'll cue to you throughout. Deep inhale. Gently walk yourself up. Right hand behind, left hand to right knee, mild twist, setting the gaze over that back shoulder to deepen the twist. Exhale, release. Making your way into a tabletop position. Find organic movement. So swaying side to side, rolling out through the hips, roll out the head. And then as you inhale, hug the elbows in, drawing the shoulders back. Claw through the mat. We'll find cat-cow, neutralize the spine. Inhale, sweep the chest up. Pull it through, cat. Tailbone draws to the nose. Drop the belly low, cow. Cat. Hug the navel in. Tailbone draws long to the nose. Last round. Navel drops down. Tailbone widens. Sacrum widens. The last one. Inhale, neutralize the spine. Tabletop. Place the hands in front of you. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So take your time in your first downward facing dog and pedal out through the feet. Maybe drop the knees and then send the sits bones up. But keep the chin long. So allow the head just to draw heavily towards the mat. And you're going to find a little more space between the tops of the shoulders and the bottom of the earlobes by hugging the shoulders down and in. Bottom of the exhale, walk to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. And just find a little more weight in the balls of the feet, hips over knees, knees over ankles, and soften in the knees. Again, head draws heavy. Keep the shoulder blades plugging onto the back. From here, heel toe the feet to touch. If you have any low back sensitivities, keep your inner hip distance. Big toes touch as you inhale, halfway lift. We'll find 3 rolling half lifts. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine. Exhale, folds. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Thumbs draw overhead, sink the hips down. Deep inhale, lift up, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg back for a lunge on the right knee. And full breath here. We're gonna find puffin rounds. As you inhale, set the gaze to the navel, lift the hips up. You're gonna rise on the left tippy toes. As you exhale, you draw down into that back heel, sweep the chest up and through, upward dog quality. Inhale, puffin round, gaze goes to the navel. Exhale, last one. Inhale, puffin around that back, hips rise. Exhale, release. Lunge twist, right arm lifts high. 2 full breaths, hold here. Reach with the fingertips, hugging that right hip in, left thigh rises. Left hand stays planted, lounge lizard, right pinky drops over by the left hip. Just reach back. You're gonna roll the feet to the outer pinky's edge, so both big toes should be facing the right side of the mat. Inhale, lift the arm up, Skandasana. Right hand plants, left leg extends, right knee stays bent. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift. Inhale, lift the hips up. Left leg is straight. Gaze goes over the left shoulder, lunge to the back of the mat. Step that left leg back. You're gonna lower onto cobra pose. Inhale, lift the chest up. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down dog. Repeating the sequence to the back of the mat. Keep spiraling the pinkies to the outer edges. Claw through the index finger, the thumb mound, and then create the same pressure into the remaining fingers. Bottom of the exhale, walk the toes top the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. 3 rolling, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders draw back, long chest, chin off the chest. Last one, lift the chin up and through, back of the neck finds length. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, rise, chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the thumbs back. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana. Right leg steps back, lunge on the left. Puffin round, gaze goes to the navel, lift the hips up. You're gonna rise on the right tippy toes so the heel stacks over the ball. As you exhale, you'll drop the heel, sweep the chest through. Inhale, cat back, exhale, release. Last one, gaze goes to the navel, arc in the back, and slowly unfurl. Deep inhale, lunge twist, left arm lifts high, hug the left hip in, rise on the fingertips, and spiral those ribs open. Full breath. You exhale, you're gonna plant the right hand, left pinky is gonna go towards the back leg, spiral the big toes towards the right side of the mat, lounge lizard. You just hang out here, feel the lift in the hips slightly. Lean back, chin off the chest. Inhale, lift the arm overhead, Skandasana. You're gonna bend the left knee, right leg stays straight. I like to joke around and call this yoga ninja. So if this works for you, you're gonna find a different sensation and actually than planting your foot or lifting. Inhale, lift the hips, and then hinge. Right leg is extended. Gaze goes over the right shoulder, lunge to the top of the mat. Step it back, plank, lowering into your cobra. Inhale, sweep the chest up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Push up, high plank, squeeze the forearms together, and then look past the top of your mat. Exhale, down dog. Full breath here. Bottom of the exhale, jumper step, Uttanasana, forward fold. Draw the weight into the balls of the feet, and then counter that by pressing down into heels. Feeling a little more length on the back side of the body. And now again, we have a tendency to tuck the chin, lift it up. From there, you're gonna feel the chest rise. Keep this action. It's going to better serve where you're going. Inhale, Utkatasana toe stand, heels rise. You're gonna rise onto the ball of both feet. Bend the knees as much as you need. Keep the hands planted. And then exhale, drop the heels. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Maybe walk the chest forward. Exhale, draw the heels. Continue to peel the low belly and the low ribs off of the thighs so you find a little more space between top of the thighs and belly. Inhale, rise, chair pose, Utkatasana. Chair pose variation, begin to track the thumbs back, sink the hips down, and then draw the elbows in line with the shoulders so the palms face forward, as if you're trying to give double high fives, yeah. Then roll the pinkies out, hug the elbows in, shrug the shoulders down. It's an active pose, so imagine that you were in a forearm plank or dolphin, where we will be going, and press against, or you're pushing against a wall. So as you push forward, allow the hips to descend down. Next, inhale, rise, Tadasana, bringing the palms to touch. Exhale, drop the thumb to the back of the neck. Here's our tendency to tuck the chin. This is that somatic response, the body's ability saying, you aren't strong, but you are. So push the back of the head in, press the thumbs together, lift through the forearms, pull the navel in, feel the low ribs draw in. Exhale, drop the thumb back to the nape of the neck, lift the chin up, arms rise. Exhale, press through the forearms, dropping the thumb to the back of the neck. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Step the left leg back, lunge on the right. Pyramid pose, stay lifted on that left tippy toes. You're gonna inhale, straighten that right leg. And then the next exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, send the hips up and back. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Keep the chin lifted. Exhale, just bend. Last one. And stay here for a few breaths, lengthening. Continue to press into that big toe mound. And then walk the hands forward just so you're guiding the collarbones to the top of the mat. From here, awkward triangle, walk the hands to the outer right edge. You're gonna spiral onto both pinky toes, so the balls of the feet are gonna lift up. The toes are flexing in, and this posture is really sticky and deep. So stay with the quality of the breath. I'm practicing with you. You got it. Next, inhale, gaze goes over the left shoulder. Come back to the front of the mat, lunge. Step it back. Lowering through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, 4-point pose, elbows hugging the ribs. Lower all the way. Upward facing dog or cobra. Release. Push up, high plank. Down dog. Very active flow. You're gonna be working a lot of the smaller muscles, the ancillary muscles. Bottom of the exhale, jump or step, top of the mat. Inhale, toe stand, lift the heels. Exhale, drop. 2 more. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop them. Last one. Exhale, drop. Inhale, rise. Chair pose. Draw the hands down. Hug the elbows in. Palms face forward. Spread the fingers wide. Then shrug the shoulders down and away. Pull the navel in. You'll feel the tailbone draw long. Stay active here. Squeeze the forearms together. It's just creating muscle memory from where we're going. So these transitions are going to be different. But as we move through what's challenging, we come into the strength that lies within. Inhale, rise to Tadasana, palms touch. Exhale, drop the thumb to the back of the neck. Hug the elbows in, lift the chin off the chest. Pull the low ribs in. Inhale, arms overhead, press the forearms together. Exhale, drop. Last one. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, drop the thumb to the back of the neck. Inhale, rise to Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana. Step the right leg back, lunge on the left. Pyramid pose, rolling into it. Deep inhale, sweep the chest up and through. Pull the navel in, find a little more space as you exhale. Let it out. Deep inhale, press through, straighten the leg. Exhale, soften into lunge. Inhale, press through the left big toe, hips descend back. Left leg straightens. Drop in the knee. Last one. And then coming into pyramid pose, holding here for a few breaths. Keep walking the hands forward. Drag that left hip back, guiding the right hip forward. And this is a variation. We're gonna stay lifted onto the back tippy toes. So you're gonna have a lot more accessibility into the hip. Begin to walk the hands over to the left side, awkward triangle, spiral the feet to the outer edges. Come back into the breath. Flex the toes towards your face, as if they're coming into the midline, and straighten-ish the legs as much as possible. You're gonna get really deep into the back of the calves, the connective tissue. Your next inhale, gaze goes over the right shoulder, lunge at the front of the mat. Step it back, moving through your vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Shake the head yes and no, let it go. Next inhale, lift the chin off the chest, dolphin pose. Drop the forearms to the mat, bring the palms to touch. Same action that we were in the Tadasana. Squeeze the forearms together, begin walking the toes so the shoulders stack directly over the elbows. And hold here. For those of you that have this in your practice at home already, feel free to lift one leg, and then exhale, lower, and then the next. Keep the hips in line. It's gonna be a lot more challenging if you just walk the toes in, press through to the heels, and then sweep the chest up and through. Next, exhale, plant the hands, send the hips back, down dog. From downward facing dog, set the gaze to the top of the mat, at the bottom of the exhale, jumper step, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet out a little bit wider, interlace the fingers, bend the right knee, send the knuckles over to the right, gaze goes to the left. Getting deep in the hamstring, keep plugging the left big toe into the mat. And then keep the palms touching, bend the elbows. We have a tendency to lock out the elbows. That restricts a lot of movement and action in the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the right leg, bend the left. Gaze goes over to the right, and the knuckles to the left. Inhale, come back into center, knuckles track overhead. Exhale, release. Step the left leg back, lunge on the right leg. Deep inhale, lunge twist, lift the right arm high. Exhale, release. Bring the right hand to the front knee, sweep the left arm back, thumb tracks towards that back leg. Open in the heart, pull the navel in. Keep reaching, tracking the front knee forward. Lift up to the side, left elbow, right knee, lunge twist. Spiral the shoulders open. Lift the chin off the chest and find one long line from the crown of the head to the back of the heel. Your next inhale, you're gonna step that back leg forward for chair twist. Exhale to unwind. Inhale, arms draw overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Right leg straight back, lunge on the left. Inhale, lunge twist, left arm lifts high. Slowly rise, sweep that left arm to the front knee, send the right arm back. Thumb comes towards that back leg. Hug the left knee in. Hug the left hip in. Exhale. Right elbow, left knee, lunge twist. Spiral the left shoulder down and in. Then notice if you tuck the chin, lift and lean the head back. Remember, as we move through our transitions, we find this strength. Next inhale, step that back leg forward, chair twist. Exhale to unwind. Stand tall, Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Plant the hands, jumper step back, high plank, hold here. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga. 4-point pose, hold the elbows in, hug the shoulders back. Inhale, push up, high plank. Squeeze the shins together, squeeze the forearms together. Exhale, keep the chin off the chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down dog. Moving straight into our transition. For those of you at home, feel free to play this a few times. We're gonna come into dolphin, press the forearms into the mat, squeeze the elbows together. Begin walking the toes in, shoulders stacked directly over the elbows. Chin off the chest, pull the navel in. Release the hands so the forearms make a figure 11. You're gonna draw the chest forward. From here, as you inhale, you're gonna sweep the chest up and through. I promise you have it. Press the palms down, and we're gonna come into Chaturanga. And then release onto the belly. Inhale, exhale, release. Let's try that transition one more time so you can get it. Push back, down dog. Walk the forearms down. Keep index fingers parallel. Pull the navel in. Keep the low belly hugging and chin off the chest. Press, claw through the mat as you inhale. Chaturanga, lower. Upward dog. Release. Send the hips up and back. Child's pose. As you inhale, slowly rise, coming onto your seat. I thank each and every one of you for sharing your practice with me today. It was a pleasure to guide you and to practice alongside you. The teacher in me humbly and honorably bows to the teacher in you. Namaste.